So I've ordered another microphone. This time it's the BOYA MM+1, which they say you can use on your cell phones, your tablets, the computers, on your cameras. I will specifically use this on the Canon M50 Mark II and in addition on the 5D Mark II, which is my absolute favorite camera of all the Canons on the market. I absolutely love the camera, even though it's like 12 years old. It's still a phenomenal camera. I love the colors on it. So why I've ordered this microphone is they advertised this as a microphone with an additional port, 3.5mm jack at the back next to the input, where you can do live monitoring of the sound. Well, it sounded a little bit off because I have not encountered a shotgun type microphone with the capability of monitoring your sound while you are recording. So I bought this for €40 and a couple of cents from Amazon, and on the website it specifically said monitor your sound while recording. So what we have in the box of the BOYA BY-MM1 Plus supercardioid condenser microphone is the following: a dead cat, which feels like it's definitely very spongy inside, feels like a quality product. 2 sets of cables. The one for the microphone to your cell phone, and it's very interesting to see that on the 3.5mm jack of the microphone we have 3 of these black rings. You would normally expect to see only 2 there, but I expect this has got something to do with the sound that's being fed back from the camera to the microphone so that you can monitor the sound. The other cable is a connection between your microphone and your camera. You have your camera mount, which is like all the other camera mounts, plastic, definitely all plastic, which is nice. It's got a 40-inch fitting at the bottom should you wish to get this onto a tripod or some other stand. And then we have the microphone. This is quite bulky for a small little microphone if we compare it to something like the Rode video mic or even a ombar. I have a small ombar here. You can see there's quite a significant difference there. There's also a significant difference in weight between the two. The BOYA is a little bit heavier. It feels like it's been made out of aluminium. It's definitely a good housing which is holding the microphone. At the back, this is why I ordered this microphone, which I think it is quite interesting. At the back there's 2 ports. The one says line out, which I assume is going to be for the feed straight to your camera. And then you have a headphone jack there, indicated by a pair of headphones. And like I've mentioned, some websites advertise this microphone as having the capability of live monitoring of the sound while making a video. So I'm going to put all of this together and I'm going to get this onto a camera, and then we can do a sound test. Something which I've come to found here in Germany is the effort the local municipalities put into the health of people. Just look behind me. This is a road specially designed for cyclists and individuals walking in the evening, young to old. If I turn around here, you can see it leads up the mountain. To my left hand side is even a path specially designed for high-speed mountain bikers with 3 or 4 different difficulty routes, which I could not imagine in my wildest dreams going down with a mountain bike. But this is very popular amongst the younger students in the vicinity. But we are here for a microphone test, so let's carry on with that. Well, we are here in the lovely forests in Germany now, and I have the BOYA on the Canon with a pair of headphones attached to it to see if I can hear anything coming through this microphone while I have it on my head. So I'm going to exchange the microphone on the recording device, which is a Canon M50 Mark II, with this BOYA microphone, and then we see how it goes from there. Okay, so I have now replaced the Video Mic Pro with the BOYA MM1 Plus, and this is what the sound sounds like. It's a much smaller microphone than the Rode, and I'm quite curious to see when I'm back in the office whether there's any significant difference, because what I have found is normally there's a very small difference amongst these smaller microphones that you get these days for content creators. And you guys can let me know in the comments what you think about the sound quality of this microphone. So I'm going to keep quiet for 10 seconds so you can hear whether there's any noise in the sense of self-created noise by this microphone. The only audible sounds that I can hear is there's some woodpecker somewhere in the forest here to my right hand side, your left hand side, which I can hear, and I can hear my cameraman here on your right hand side, my left hand side, moving his feet a little bit on the leaves, but other than that there is no significant sounds here that should be affecting the microphone. I also have on it a dead cat to dampen any wind noise, but as you can see behind me there is almost no wind. I'm testing the BOYA MM1 Plus. The microphone is about half a meter from my face, and I'm still here in the forest in Germany, and this would be a typical setup for content creating and selfie mode. I've got it here on the Canon M50 Mark II, so looking at the sound recording, which I've got displayed on the LCD screen, everything seems to be going good. Sounds is within the preset parameters, so I'm curious to see what the sound would be like once we've edited it on the Mac. So my final take on the MM1 Plus is this: you cannot use it on a camera to record sound and monitor your sound at the same time. You can also not play back your videos and listen to the sound. You need a special app for that. So in addition to the camera, I've used 2 cell phones, an older version, a 6S Plus and a 12 Max iPhone, and via a lightning adapter cable I could plug in the microphone, and then on the microphone I could plug in earphones, and I've recorded some video with sound. It does not work with the native video recording app on your phone. So what I've done is I've used a bought application called Filmic Pro, and via Filmic Pro I could monitor and adjust the sound while I'm recording and monitoring the sound live. So it's a little bit of a setup, as you can see here. You have to go from the cell phone via the adapter cable to the cable of the microphone, and then from the microphone you can go to your headset or earphones, whatever you are using. That works phenomenally well. You have to adjust the sound output a little bit because the sound is quite loud as I've got it in this configuration. I would love to hear from you if you have one of these microphones, your experience with it, and do you find it a usable microphone?